Hello, everyone. Welcome to Axmawian Media Network. This is like Tigray Tech program. Today we have a special guest. He's only 14 years old, talented kid, and he completed a lot of things with the Tigray community and other workers, especially on the tech and coding programming. So, welcome, Simone, and please can you introduce yourself for those who don't know you?
Hey Wale and everybody else, I'm Simone Gabridanos. I just turned 14 last month and I'm a ninth grader in high school in Louisville, Kentucky. I love computers and technology and I love to learn new things about computers and all their new capabilities. And my favorite subjects in school are actually math, science, and computers just because they're so interrelated with technology and computers, which I have such a deep passion for.
Mhm. Great. Yeah. Thank you, Simone. And yeah, you are only 14 years old, but you already contribute a lot for the Tigray community and especially on the tech area. You do a lot of things. So, can you tell us when did you really get interested on the technology? And in fact, you just turned like only 14. So, I met you when you are like 13 and working together, and especially programming, coding. And when did you start that?
I got interested in technology just when I got my first computer. And when I
Uh-huh.
saw what it was capable of, I just wanted to contribute and learn more about it. And especially now, seeing what this new machine learning and artificial intelligence is capable of, makes me very excited to continue to work hard to excel and learn more about my passion for the computers. And when I first got that interest, I just started like coding these small animations and drawing with code, using the code to make pictures, things like that. 7 years old when I was in second grade using JavaScript.
Oh wow. You start coding like when you're 7 years old?
Yeah,
Great, great. What was your first if you remember, what was it like your programming coding? And is that like a game or something? What was it?
it was just actually this kind of short movie that I made with code, and it would just introduce a character and then started animating the character around the screen, and it just did like short 1 minute movie with it.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, amazing. Who was your role model to getting on this interesting involving being in love with this science and technology? And do you? I know you're still young and you still like trying to it, but who's your role model till now?
One of my role models is Steve Jobs, and that was because of he had such a devotion to perfection and simplicity in his technology.
Mm-hmm.
Besides him, another one was Elon Musk, and that's because he's innovative and takes risk. He isn't scared to try out all of his ideas. And also, besides being interested in science and technology, my parents have been my inspiration to work hard to succeed in my future. They've always inspired me to work to accomplish my passions, and they also continue to motivate me towards all of my goals.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I think Elon Musk he just started like coding like when you are starting the same age as 7. He did his first gaming, so I can relate that. And my next question is, I know you work closely with the newtigray.org with me, and I have also information. I have information also. You work a lot of another organizations and to help them building website and stuff. You already build some other websites as well. Can you tell me like what is the other organization you work? And you can share your screen and show the audience, by the way.
Sure. Yeah. Here, let me share my screen. There are about two other Tigrayan communities actually that I have been helping out.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Amna Tigray here,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been helping with all of their Twitter campaigns that they can use to get other people to tweet easily. And I was the media leader for one of those campaigns late last year in December. And besides them, I also helped out with my own local Tigrayan community of Kentucky. I've designed their website, and I also helped with doing their donation platform and getting their donations all like calculated, all of that in an Excel spreadsheet to keep their data up to date.
This is what website is this one?
This is the Tigran community of Kentucky,
Kentucky.
and
So that, uh-huh.
yeah, this was one that I coded and designed myself. The
I
Alma
mean,
Tigray, I just help out maintaining it.
okay, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first, the Tigrayan community in Kentucky is your first website to contribute for the Tigrayan community, right?
Yes.
Okay, and after that,
After that, I moved on. I got actually I did for another person,
mm-hmm.
another just neighbor. They run a business, and I made their website. And after that, I just started a web design company, actually here. It's called SNG,
I
and
see.
I design websites for businesses around my city.
Great, great, great. So this is, what is this? Is it like people they can pay and get like a website for their business?
Yes.
Awesome. How many people do they involve or get your information and get a business on your website?
So so far, I've done 6 people,
Uh-huh.
and I've been trying to also focus on school at the same time. So only 6 people so far. I started this around August, just right before school start, and I've gotten 6 clients so far.
Great. So, I mean, there are so many websites. What I know is newtigray.org that closely I work with you, and you work a lot on that one. And this is newtigray.org. And you also have the Kentucky community, Tigrayan community, and Omna. And you have your profitable website and people that want to design like a website for their business. You do that. And
Mhm.
you also have another website, I think. Your personal website, of course, whatever you do, your project, keep them. What is that website
Yeah.
again? You can show. And uh, you also doing right now and in an ad blocker, which is YouTube people when they watch, they can do ad, and that's great. We will come to that question anyways. But
Yeah.
beside like programming, um, what other projects do you have you done so far?
Besides programming, I've also been working on creating a drone,
Uh-huh.
and I've made 2 of those so far. They can fly by themselves and have auto navigation features. And also, I'm working now currently on a facial recognition system that can serve as security and just like unlock whenever you need it to. And here is actually the drone that I made. It has a camera and a battery on top and 4 motors. And it also has a GPS as well to get its location. This is the second one that I made. The first one that I made is this one over here. It's much smaller. Yeah.
Great, great, yeah, awesome. That's another drone as well.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us the difference how the two drones like you design when you design the first, which one you design first?
I designed this one here first, and this was just practice drone, just to before I used more expensive components for the other one, just to try out on this one to see if I could do it. This one does not have GPS or anything, and no camera as well, but it can fly
Can
easily and hover on its own.
great, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, what are the other feature? What feature do they have in your drone? What are the some features of on your drone, especially the one had like a GPS stuff? Um, you say make like come back to the initial position. Can you explain how that work exactly?
Yeah, this one right here, it works actually. It can return to its takeoff position. So it works by recording the starting location right when it takes off, and then it saves that. And once you press this return to home button on the drone controller, it's
Uh-huh.
going to return back to that saved location.
So it has like position detector GPS that comes to come the initial. It saves and recognize come back where the place like initial take off, right?
Yes, this right here is a GPS, and
Okay.
that gets its location. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, as an engineer myself, electronics engineers, like there's so many things you do here besides the coding. People there on the tech area, they may understand how a lot of work may need. So, who help you like this? Like, I know you do the coding yourself, everything, but finding the right part and what component did you use? Can you explain if you remember for audience?
As to getting the parts, I just the internet was the only resource that I used. Nobody else in my family had any prior experience with this. But as to some of the parts, these right here is a propeller, this black part.
Uh-huh.
Then the part that is connected to this right here is the motor, and it
Mm-hmm.
gets connected to the main circuit through. There's a wire that goes through here, and the main circuit lies here in the middle. You can see there are a lot of wires through there, and then the
Awesome.
battery
Yeah.
is also on the top as well to power everything.
Yeah, to produce one drone, and it's like a lot of expert of engineers, and
Yes.
they take people on the engineering field they may know. And but how old are you when you start this? I'm still, even though I know you, I work closely with you, but I still can believe it. Like that age, you make like functionalize it drone to fly, and you have video recording. In fact, we're gonna come back to that. But how old are you when you design this drone, and when do you do that?
I started like learning how to do it and designing it when I was 12, and then after the words, I built it when I turned 13. Shortly after that,
So all the mechanical work and electrical work and is software work is just by itself.
yeah,
Amazing, amazing. I'm really proud of you. And so you accomplished many projects from design, website, and developing, and even hard projects as well, and as a drone, and creating an app, which is an ad blocker. People, they watch a lot YouTube's and waste their time and can distract those things like call it like the ad blocker calls like ad extractor, right?
yeah.
Uh, let's look some of the work in your works like roughly, and we'll come back to that. And our technician will put those works what you done, and we'll come back to that.
Okay.
It was amazing. It's interesting. So, if you don't mind, I want to ask you, like, as an starter engineer myself in electronics engineer and working like one of like those companies, I'm so amazing. How do you select the components? And if you remember the processors or the coding, what program did you use, especially the hardware, and who helped you like solder the connections, all the pins and stuff
Yeah.
like. Do you remember what component did you use in the parties and what idea did you use to design this prototype drone?
Oh, yeah. As for, I have pictures of all those parts. Let me share my screen and show you guys.
Sure.
Um, the main part is just like the main CPU,
Uh-huh.
and this, for example, is a camera that allows it to take picture anytime that's needed.
Mm-hmm.
This is the main circuit right here, and we can, as you can see, like right here, I've soldered them together. I learned how to solder by myself that year,
Mm-hmm. Great.
and I've soldered all the components to all of these pads so that they can send data to this main chip right here.
Amazing.
So,
Okay.
like for example, the antennas,
So that chip, what
motors,
is
all of
that?
that are
That
connected.
chip, is that like the controller? That the controller?
It's called the flight controller. Yeah, it's like the main
Flight controller,
processor.
yeah. Okay.
And besides that, here's the battery connector, just so that it can get power.
Yep.
This is the GPS. It can connect to about 24 satellites, so it can become a very, very precise GPS location.
Amazing. Yeah.
And here's the battery. It's lightweight, but it's big, so it can store a lot of batteries, and the drone can fly for a long amount of time.
Is that rechargeable battery?
Yes, so I made it rechargeable so that I can use it many times. I don't have to keep paying.
Definitely. Wise. Yeah.
This is a speed controller, and it controls, as the name says, it controls the speed of the motor so that they're all coordinated. One of them is not going too fast so that the drone doesn't fall.
Amazing.
And this was before I put like an outer shell. This is what it looked like with all the wires exposed. And those are pretty much all of the parts that I soldered together onto the board.
Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing, amazing, Simon. For the audience, probably if they are, they may know the people like close to the um, tech, but it's not easy to pick even part. Like working on I myself as a engineer, second level engineer, and you have to really confirm for many system engineers to pick up the parts, and including all these big companies, even including NASA, and it's not easy. This is like 12, 13 years old and picking these parts and put together and all this integrated like expert engineering, like putting himself and make it work and come back even like initial position. It is
Yes.
amazing. I am very impressed what you done. So it is not easy to do that, and I'm very impressed. You are one of the probably the future. Like things like developed when they are young feature of like how Elon Musk or like Steve Jobs, as you mentioned earlier. So I am really impressed. And okay, so beside your designing work, I know we have really high scores in your grades as well. Because I was concerning maybe if you when you first time I learned you did all these things, I was concerning like when you did the website with me and like do you have time to study, so and but you showed me and you really have like good grades. And can you tell us like how is your first year of high school, because you already in high school right now, how it look like, can you?
Currently, my first year of high school has been going well. I've been doing pretty good with all of my grades. I've been getting very high A's in all of my classes and have had 4.0 GPA this year and the previous 2 years as well. And my favorite subjects so far in high school are, like I said before, technology, math, and science because how they correlate with my passion.
Definitely, yeah. And I know you lost grade. What you showed me last time was you lost all just A, but like you lost mark is it's not only just an A, like it's only 96 or 95, right?
The
Some of them
lowest, I think, yeah, was 97, something like that.
97, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, great. Um, at this time, like it is not easy. Not only kids like you, it's like 13 years old, 14 years old, but even adults, a lot of
Mhm.
distraction with because of technology,
Yeah.
and social media. Even though you don't use social media, there's so many things you can use for gaming and stuff like that. So, how do you
Yeah.
like really keep balance yourself with this? Who is really the most help you to balance this and focus on your dream?
This is my mother and father, like I said, are my main inspirations to excel in school. And they've always told me to continue to work hard to achieve my goals. And they've been strict since my childhood, saying that they've been trying to do this to just push me to my best and to never give up towards my goals. And they just taught me just these games are just going to distract me from reaching them. And there's no point in doing them if they're just going to hinder you from reaching where you want to in life.
Definitely, yeah. So I know you are young and smart, but you are doing a college graduate level, more than college graduate level. Some of the things you do is like I myself I can do it. So sometimes schools intended to like when kids are really talented and smart like you. They, especially on the math and on the technology area, you already, all the functional of the work of like math. Not only just do the number, you already like accomplish it like by doing like physics is like the implication of like math is the tool. Like math is the tool, but when you work into the technologies, that's like how you call it. Like math is in the real world, right? But it's
Yeah.
not only this calculation solving like integration or something, but all the math is on the coding, on the programming, on the electrical, on physics, all of them. So you doing all so much those things, and I don't know if you really can match with regular kids. Like, so is that sometimes they skip grades? So is that
Yeah.
happen to you? And or did they tell you sometimes the teachers?
Yes, actually, when I was in first grade, I was doing math and reading fluently and above just my grades expectations. So I skipped a grade and I just moved to second grade after about spending about a month in first grade.
And after a month, you go to second grade, it wasn't any problem to you, right?
No,
Okay, awesome. Okay. Um, uh, how when so most of the time when did you do a lot of things like when did you do this like you have full-time school and you do like as in myself I know you do like the newtigray.org and those other websites and other projects you do as well, and when do you do those, how do you like does that mean because it does take you a lot of time to your school and you are understanding easily, uh, which one did take you more after school to work, like these other works or like your school work?
I would say I try to balance them both, and I try to do that. Just stay on task and try to spend the just try not to get off task and spend time on unnecessary things. And like I say, I wouldn't have these skills if my parents hadn't instilled them by being strict on me at a young age. And I constantly work my best to make sure that I'm just using my time efficiently and don't get off task with things that are just going to distract me from my work, like just watching videos often or playing around. That's just going to waste time. And that's actually how I think I can do all of these things. Just be efficient, don't get off task. That's the number one tip that I have to accomplish more things.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. I mean, your parents should be proud of you, and we all proud of you. And yeah, my as your older brother, I would just like say, please, like school is first. Everything should be. You can do it anytime. Those projects, those everything, they're not go anywhere. When you have time, do them. That's good. You are like translating the theoretical learning into implementation, real life world. So that's great. But school is first, please. And you are like and how do you balance your childhood at sometimes not only school stuff, so you're doing so many things here, so how do you balance childhood, like playing sport or music or and your regular school and work with project design,
Mhm.
work with the websites, how do you balance yourself those? Did you play sometimes, do you have some time to play as well?
I have like a list of things that I need to do and the priority that they need to be done. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, first thing is school. And
Uh-huh.
then after that, it might be like some volunteering that has a deadline that I need to finish it by.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, will be to like play with friend, like play some sports, something like that. Because I also like to play basketball and also bike when it's warm. And I
Mm-hmm.
just do these like to take a break sometimes because that's needed. Nobody can just be working 24/7. And this year also, I'm trying to learn how to skateboard as well
Great,
as a
great.
new hobby.
Definitely, you all got that. That's great. Yeah. So you do sporting as well when you have time, especially basketball is fun. Yeah, I like that. Um, I was gonna to ask you, um, what do you what do you like to do in your free time? Just if you have free time, nothing to do, none of these fun projects and and school.
I like to play basketball and also just bike. And like I said, I'm trying to learn skateboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, I work on these projects. Like I was telling you, these are just like some of the hobbies that I have that I do for fun. Like the ad blockers one.
Mm-hmm.
and also volunteering for other communities is another thing that I do. These are all things that I like to spend my free time on because school, if it doesn't take most of my time, these are other things that I can put my time to.
Definitely, yeah. You mentioned you have like your future projects, so I just want to ask you if you remember what is your future projects you're working right now, and you planning to work for the future.
Okay, currently I'm working on an ad blocker for YouTube that removes all the ads that when you're watching your YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also working on making the drone that I told you guys about, commercializing it with the help of some professional engineers.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, I'm currently designing a facial recognition system that unlocks your door by scanning your face.
Definitely, yeah. I know you have one of the things we're gonna work with professional engineers, including myself. One of the project. I'm excited to be joined with talented boy Simon. And but I was gonna ask like the face recognition. Can you explain how is that like a 3D recognition, or what it is like? What kind of technology you use? I'm assuming it's something inferior light is in physics term, right? Is it is what you're gonna use?
Yeah,
Can you say something about it?
it's basically like kind of shines a infrared light, and infrared light is you cannot see it. Humans cannot see that light, so that's why I
Yeah.
chose it.
Mm-hmm.
And it will project those onto your face, and then based off of how the light reflects back to the camera, it's
Mm-hmm.
going to get a 3D map of your face, and
Mm-hmm.
then try matching that with the previously scanned one that you had, and then checking if they match, and then unlocking the door or opening whatever needs to be opened that way. That's more secure than key because you can't lose it, or touch ID because this is like 1 in a million acceptance rate that it will mess up.
Wow, amazing! I can't wait to see that. And about the YouTube blocker, so audience they can use it because this media itself you can find on the YouTube, so no one is can mix like YouTube at this time, anyways. And do you? I know you are working. It's gonna be done. How long? Maybe like a week or 2 weeks. But can you show them and where they can find if you have website for that, and what's the name of the stuff the ad blocker called?
Yeah, the ad blocker is also actually called ad extract. It's just like getting rid of the ads from the YouTube, and the website is
Uh-huh.
adextract.sngky. This
Uh-huh.
is the website,
Uh-huh.
and it will be available for Chrome and Edge, but I'm working on making that available for just every computer. And we are trying to just beat out the competition in this and make it very efficient and try to make it very light so that it doesn't slow down your computer as well.
Yeah, definitely. And again, the audience, if they are already informed, they're not already informed. YouTube charges to block like ad, like more than the
Yeah.
$11 a month to use like block like ad and use like without any advertise. So this would be really really good option. So you already saved in your website, and can you zoom it? And what is the website for that?
This is
Okay.
adextract.sngky.
SAGK that no why okay awesome. So when it's launched, the audience please use this. This is like made by Simon, only 14 years old, and this could be a game changer and for his life and for all like Tigrian community as well. Awesome, thank you, Simon.
No problem.
I was gonna ask you about the infrared light and the face recognition technology used for that one, because I know it's like I have physics fan. It's not easy when you're age to understand that. So many people, and that's how night vision work. By the way, when people if they don't know the night vision for hunting or for military, they use like infrared like photons.
Yeah.
Human they can see it and they can, but it's a light and particle of like light. They do that. So I mean, you mentioned earlier, and you start like coding when you are 7, and you develop that. And coding is kind of language, and of course, it needs like some math, but like creativity. But this is like deep physics. So Are you like spend some time reading like those like physics terms and how electron stuff as well? I'm a little impressed on that one.
Yeah, I'm working on. I've been working on the physics for the Face ID project, but I'm also interested in learning machine learning. That would
Hmm.
make it even better, and it can be used in many other things as well. And so I'm working on learning the calculus needed for that as well.
Great, 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 awesome. This is amazing, amazing. You already mentioned the future projects, and now, Simone, you are like the future of Tigray, and of course, USA and the world as well. What is your dream? You know, everybody had a dream, especially when you're young and like you talented young. And what is your dream?
Well, my dream for my future is to start my own a few technology companies that one of them like will specialize consumer products. It's like similar to Apple or Google, and just makes new technology that's been found, just make that accessible to the public,
Mm-hmm.
just like the original iPhone, the first cell phone, and how it changed the world with the touchscreen technology, everything. And also, I'm also interested in making a defense technology company that's going to specialize in commercial military technology that can prevent bad guys and people who are doing the wrong things, just prevent them from doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's impressive. Um, So you say like something a tech hoop, right? Like how Elon Musk or like Steve Jobs, they start like something tech hoop, but like it can do a lot of things for the people, right?
Yes.
And if you have anything to say, and I can give you a couple of minutes. Anything to say? Definitely your parents are like. We thank them, and they should be proud of you and how they contribute in your life. Um, and also for the young Tigrayans or Tigrayan diaspora, especially for young kids, for anyone, and what they can do, and anything you want to say, I'll take your time and I'll give you a couple of minutes.
Sure. Thank you, Aximawi and Media Network, first of all, for giving me the opportunity to have this interview that hopefully will inspire others to work towards their goals. And also, I just want to say thank you to my parents and my family for inspiring me and guiding me until now. And I know that they're going to keep doing that for the future as well towards my goals, just motivating me to accomplish everything I'd like to in my life. And also to all Tigrayan kids, never give up on your goals and continue to work hard to accomplish all of them. If you don't try to do them, then you'll never find out what you could have done with them.
Definitely, definitely. This is amazing message. Yeah, thank you, Simone, and share Axman Media Network. And also, please like visit his website. His website like sandkg.com. That's Simone's like ndk.com. And we're gonna you will see on the videos we incorporated with his work as well. And his YouTube ad blocker is called like ad extractor, and ad extractor dot sandgk.com as well. And for the time being here, and Simone, I really appreciate, and I wish you the bright future what you start already. Thank you so much.
Thank you.